Hello everyone! Today on Big Keys Gaming Thoughts, I'm going to conclude the Canticle of Exaltations. Where we left off, darkness was covering the Fade and Thedas. Why would the Maker cover everything in darkness? Let's find out. Andraste gives Dracon his destiny. Ooh. I covered my face, fearful, but the lady took my hands from my eyes, the lady Andraste, saying, remember the fire. The fire, the light. You must pass through it alone to be forged anew. An analogy of a weapon. And maybe it's like some sort of giant fade-like anvil. Anvil of the void? Look upon the light, so you may lead others here through the darkness. Blade of faith. So Dracon has become a symbol of faith, and he will lead everyone through the darkness towards the light. Makes sense. The Maker returns. So this is where the Maker returns. In dread I looked up once more and saw the darkness warp and crumble. For it was thin as samite, a fragile shroud over the light, which turned it to ash. Everything seems to turn to ash in this story. And the Maker, clad in the majesty of the sky, set foot to earth, and at his touch all warring ceased. This majesty of the sky thing, it makes me think of a kid's story that I read when I was in elementary school. The Queen Who Stole the Sky. She would take the sky, day, night, setting, sunrise, and she would make dresses from the fabric of the sky that she would wear around, and they had to make her stop and give the sky back to the sky. It just makes me think of that, which is kind of funny. So all warring ceased. The vicious beasts lay down and were quieted. The meek lambs became bold and rose up, casting aside their shepherds to dance at the Maker's feet. So maybe this is like a break for tea time. They're like, oh, the Maker's here, let's take a break. If anyone has ever seen Asterix, the Asterix cartoons, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, it's created in France. It's pretty funny. It's in French, so if you don't speak French, try to get a version with subtitles. But the one I'm referring to is Astérix chez les Bretons, and the Brits are at war with the Romans, and Asterix and Obelix, they're there to help them. And then they just take a break for tea time. And they're like, oh, we're taking a break for tea time. And everyone stops fighting, they go have tea, and then they come back to fight some more, which is kind of funny because I doubt it ever actually happened like that in real life. Dancing at the Maker's feet, casting aside their shepherd. Obviously it's an analogy, but they cast aside their shepherds. Who are the shepherds? I mean, we have the wolf analogy, which could be referring to Solus. Then who's the shepherd? Shepherd. Rex. Shepherd. Rex. Not that shepherd. From every corner of the earth, the Chant of Light echoed. So is it that the Chant of Light needs to be sung across Thedas as a condition of the Maker's return? The Maker will return when the Chant of Light is sung across Thedas, like everyone believes it is? Or is it a result of the Maker's return, unlike the Andrastians believe? that everyone will sing the Chant of Light only once the Maker has returned. Andrastians could be greatly mistaken, and the Maker walked the land with Andraste at his right hand. Are they giants or in human form? And they reached the gates of Minrathous, where once a terrible fire swept the light of redemption from the face of the world, where Andraste died. And there the Lady of Restitution drew her shining sword and plunged it into the ground at her feet, saying... So, Andraste has a new title. The sins of creation are redeemed. So this is what Andraste says. All sins are forgiven, all crimes pardoned. Let no soul harbor guilt. Well, that's nice of her. Let no soul hunger for justice. Ah, Anders might no longer be conflicted. By the Maker's will I decree harmony in all things. Let balance be restored, and the world given eternal life. Balance makes me think of the Force, obviously. Bringing balance to the Force between the light side and the dark side. In this case, magic is like the Force. Blood magic representing probably more the dark side. So it could be balance between all forms of magic. Balance between mages and non-mages. Now, eternal life. Who lived eternally before all this began? Elves. Has Arlathan been restored then? Is Arlathan the paradise that is spoken about in the Chant of Light? Not sure, soulless Maker, but the paradise could be restoring Arlathan. Elves could have been the Maker's first children. They, the sheep, warring with the beasts, humans, Kunari. So is then the Maker elven? Not as in Evernuris, is he a forgotten one? The Maker claims people forgot about him. Forgotten one? So then, who is Fen'Harel to the Maker? I highly doubt he tried to take the Maker's place. Maybe he doesn't even know the Maker exists truly, if he's a forgotten one. And the Forgotten Ones truly are forgotten. Even Solas didn't know much about the Forgotten Ones. They reside in the void. The void is what dwarves believe in. But the Forgotten Ones are supposed to represent the evil aspects. So is the Maker evil? Like I believe him to be? Whether he's a Darkspawn, Titan, or Elf, or even Dwarf. I mean, the void... People who worship the Forgotten Ones live in the Tirashen forest. And they have crimson Valasleen on their faces. Red, like red lyrium. So maybe it's blight tainted, perhaps? Could the Maker be that blight tainted Titan? Try saying that 10 times. So, is the Maker evil? Is he an evil being? Is he blight tainted? And elven? Oh la la. I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but anyway, let me know what your assessment is in the comments below, because I really enjoy them. And this actually leads up to my next video. I'm going to talk about 10 beings the Maker could be, could actually be. Things we've explored together, discussed, I came up with, you came up with, how it could be plausible. And maybe it'll clarify a few things. Or maybe, as I tend to say, a lot of answers will be questions, because more questions will be brought on. Anyway, be sure to like the video, share it with anyone who is as obsessed with Dragon Age as I am. And I'll see you all very soon. Masaranas. Be sure to check out some of my other stuff, and remember to buy video games at a discounted price and support me at no additional cost to you. Just follow my G2A affiliate link. To learn more how that can help you as well, you can watch my full explanation video on that. Thanks for tuning in.